1 billion of the world's people don't receive adequate health care. Diseases like cholera and tuberculosis, which have largely been eradicated in the West, still claim many lives in developing countries. The World Health Organization says each year 6 million children under the age of 5 die from lack of medical care. One reason is the high cost of medicines.
Overall, that's something which can only be solved by development. These countries lack not only affordable drugs, they also lack healthcare infrastructure, everything from doctors to logistics, supplies, pharmacies, and diagnostic equipment. And it's society's duty to address these deficits. They can't be remedied in an ad hoc fashion.
The prices for new medications are exorbitant. The problem is that the drug companies don't reveal the true costs of their research, so it's very hard to verify. We do know that, globally, over half of the research expenditures in the pharmaceuticals area are paid with public funds. In other words, tax money which is given to universities or tax breaks given to companies for research purposes.
So for each new drug developed, the public pays a large share of the R&D costs. In exchange for financing, many state-run research facilities allow pharma firms to acquire the sole patent rights. These companies alone determine the price of the drug and what diseases will receive priority in future research.
The diseases which affect poorer countries are often the neglected ones. The infectious diseases, tropical infectious diseases, and poverty-related illnesses like tuberculosis. These are diseases that practically never occur here in Germany, which is why the profit-oriented pharmaceutical industry has no interest in them. For many decades, practically no research was conducted in this area.
That's why pharma firms invest in special programs and specialized research facilities. They know that these are developing markets. Places where economic strength is increasing are the markets of the future, and this is the way to tap into them.
But now India has declared war on the pharmaceutical industry. For years, this emerging economy has been producing large quantities of generic drugs, copies of brand-name medications in violation of patents held by Western drug makers. India's generic drug business is now worth some 20 billion euros a year.
80 or 90% of the active ingredients now come from India and China. India has also changed its patent laws, which is completely legitimate, but if they want to take advantage of these laws in other countries, they must respect them in their own.
As long as there's a monopoly, prices will continue to be high, generally far too high. We need to employ other research models here. And with these other research models, it wouldn't be a problem if medications were produced around the world as generic drugs, and not just as a pricey, exclusive product.
It's up to the politicians to exercise greater control to ensure that good health care is affordable to all, not only the rich.